now that the Toro's done and the two mowers for $100, I'm going to take a look at this Husqvarna. I know the air filter is really dirty, but I just want to show you what it's doing. And I haven't looked at this thing at all yet. It's got a full tank of gas. I'm not getting anything. So let me try spraying something in there. Got a little bit there, although not as good as I had hoped. So what I'm going to do first, I think, is take a look at the valves and make sure that they're, in spec. Get the top off. That thing is pretty fouled out. That's pretty bad spark plug. That one's got 8 thousandths. That one's got about 5, so we're good there. That spark plug did not look good. So let's get a new spark plug in there, or let's try a different spark plug. The fact that it didn't start very well with carb cleaner, kind of concerning. I think that's a little bit better. I'll take that. Still doesn't kick on as hard as I'd like it to. Maybe it's a little gummed up and pulling in some really bad gas. So let's get into the cleaning the carb, just like we did on the last one. I'm just gonna pick you up after I clean this, because if you need to see how to clean this carb, it's on the other video in part 1. Okay, so I said I wasn't gonna show how to clean this carb, and I'm not, but what I'm noticing is that is not fuel. That's 100% water coming out of there. Not 100%, but that's a lot of water coming out of that. Coming out of the carburetor. You can see how much of that is actually fuel. Very little. Let's see the water in the bottom. So that's an obvious problem. I don't even know if the carburetor is actually going to be dirty. I'll pull it apart anyway, but I'm going to drain the fuel tank and get some of that water out of there and see what it looks like. Wow. I have never seen this much water in fuel. That's crazy. That's 60% water. Now I know why this thing wouldn't start. Even with the fuel in there, it was pulling in water and it just would not ignite. I'm gonna get all the fuel out of this, all the water out of this. It's getting better. Just got a couple bubbles at the bottom here, but not nearly as bad, but still, I'm not even gonna worry about the fuel. I'm gonna empty the whole entire thing. And just a tiny bit at the bottom there, but not bad. right, no water in that one. All right, so we got that drained. I'm gonna clean the carb real quick, put it back on, and put some fresh fuel in. So I'll pick you back up as soon as we get to the carb being put back on. All right, so this carburetor looks basically brand new, other than there was a ton of water inside. But I think now that we emptied the fuel out, got some fresh fuel, we're gonna get some fresh fuel in there, and let's get this carburetor back on. I think we're gonna be in good shape. Let's get this back together. All right, let's get some fuel in and give it a shot. Some fresh non-ethanol. Give that a second to fill up. Cool, that runs, that works. I'm gonna put an air filter on it right away. I don't like how long the pull cord is for some reason. It feels short to me, so I'm gonna take that apart and put a longer rope on, and then probably sharpen the blade, clean up the axles, make sure that the drive works, and then we'll see what it looks like when it's done. Quick way to do this, like I said, the pull cord's in good shape, but it feels really short. Like when I'm pulling it, it feels like it bottoms out really quick. So I'm gonna just make it a little bit long. So I added about a foot there. And once I tie knots and stuff, it'll be a little less. So now that that's all ready, still wound up, it's going to go through this hole, through the opening, pull that through. On the other end, I'm going to tie a little knot. Quick hit it with torch so it doesn't fray. So now that that's all the way through, take the other end. There it comes. I like to leave a little tail on this so it's easier to get out in the future. I'm going to do a double knot. Okay. Let me just pull that out. Walk it back in. It might not go all the way in, but it does, so we know we got enough. And let's just get it back on. More pull. I don't feel like I'm bottoming out before I get to a full arm's length. So the air filter's done, pull cord's done. I'm going to pull the blade off, check it over, and sharpen it if I have to, and then probably all I'm going to do then is just make sure that the drive system works and the axles are all lubricated. So all four wheels work. Pretty good shape. It's going to put a new edge on that. Kind of get it to that point right there, and then I'm gonna make sure that the back is nice and flat. All right, so now we sharpen both sides. We're gonna weigh it, we're gonna measure it, and that looks pretty good. I like the way that looks. See the edges there? Pretty nice. And so let's get that back on. And then these guys spin, so we got the front wheel drive and the rear wheel drive. So make sure they all spin. And that one doesn't spin. I've seen this before. The bearings go bad, so alright, just got this bearing put back on. I'm going to clean up the shaft here. So put some anti-seize on here. Now the blade that was just sharpened, again going this way. You can see here, if you ever get confused, usually there's a rust pattern based off of what was attached to it. So alright, just gonna take it outside, get some pictures of it, got it listed for sale. Again guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe and help me build this channel, and I can do more projects just like this. Thanks for watching.